Alright, hello everybody. Thank y'all for joining me today. We are live tracking tornado warning in Mississippi and Alabama. Radar indicated expires in 34 minutes. This was previously on the ground, now near Matherville, Langsdale, and Evansboro. This is just on the Mississippi-Alabama border right now. Alright, so this is a tornado warning for Evansboro, Alabama, Water Valley, Alabama, Paragon, Alabama, Melvin, Alabama, Okatupa, Alabama, Elyre, Alabama, Hiwanee, Mississippi, West King, Boyce, Mississippi, just barely missing Shibuda, Mississippi. All of these locations under that tornado warning. So, this tornado warning will expire at, that'll be 4:30 p.m. Central. So, if we go ahead and read it, you can see we've got tornado warning for southwestern Choctaw County and southwestern Alabama. Tornado warning for northwestern Wayne County and southeastern Mississippi until 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 3:41 p.m. Central Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles south of Shibuda, or 8 miles north of Waynesboro, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. So obviously the hazard with this is a tornado. Radar indicated rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed, and damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. So the tornadic thunderstorm remain over mainly rural areas of these counties, but we still have to watch out for some of these smaller population centers. So take cover now and move to a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. So, if we go and take a look at our velocity signature, which will load up over here on the right, you can see where we've got the green, which is coming towards the radar. So, the green is the wind going towards the radar, and the red is where we have that going away. And then there is circulation right in there. So we're watching this rotate, and we're looking out for a potential tornado. This was on the ground, it no longer is. But again, green is wind going towards the radar this way, over towards central Mississippi. The red's going away over towards the Alabama border, and it's moving northeast. So this has just gone through the city of Matherville and Langsdale, and it's on its way to Evansboro, Alabama, and it will go just north of Emory, Alabama, but Melvin, Alabama needs to watch out for this threat for sure. So now that we've got that out of the way, I'll check in on stream chat. Looks like nobody said anything yet. We got 6 people watching, so hello new viewers. Please help me out by subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. But with that being said, we'll get back to the weather. We've also got a severe thunderstorm warning just north of this cell for a tornado possible, 0.75 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds. And another one near Meridian, Mississippi for the next 15 minutes. And this is a tornado possible, quarter-size hail, 1 inch, and winds of 60 miles per hour. So, we're watching this threat near the Alabama border. Finney, if I'm saying that correctly, says, hello, will you be live tomorrow too? Yes, I will be live tomorrow for enhanced risk of severe weather. I'll also be live tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, discussing the threat for tomorrow and when I'll be able to be live. So it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, they just shrunk this tornado warning a little bit because it doesn't need to include this area anymore, but still remains in effect. So we're going to watch this. But yes, I will be live again tomorrow. So, once again, we'll go over how works. This is where we're watching our rotation near Evansboro. The green is going towards the radar in central Mississippi. All this red is going away. That's some heavy wind down there, but that's not where our rotation is. So in the middle, where we see the two come together, that's where the storm is rotating. So that is where this potential tornado would be. Yo, what's good? Hello, welcome to the stream. Footy Fox RL. So it looks like we could also have some hail with this, but obviously the rotation is our main concern. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Also want to note, I haven't checked on this in a while, but we have a special marine warning down here with a water spout possible, and it looked like we had some rotation on it. So we're going to take a look at this. Once again, if you're just joining, please share the stream to spread awareness of this threat for those in Dixie Alley. So looks like the rotation not as concerning anymore, but still there with a potential water spout near Bayou, La Batre, and Grand Bay, Dolphin Island. Lots of people have been talking about that, so we're going to watch out for that. But obviously, it's best that we keep an eye on our tornado warning. And we'll also take a look at today and tomorrow's SPC outlooks, because I know a lot of people are concerned about tomorrow. So, let me just get that pulled up for us. Alright, so our day 1 outlook, which is where we're covering today, has a 2% tornado risk for these areas, low end, and then a wind threat as well. So, but that's not what we're worried about at the moment. Mainly tomorrow, where we have a 10% HATS tornado risk for EF2 plus strong tornadoes. This is for central and northeastern Louisiana, includes Baton Rouge and Alexandria. And then in Texas, eastern Texas, we have a 5% and 2% near Houston and Lufkin. But we're going to be focused on central Mississippi, western Alabama, and then also Louisiana. Tornado warning for Silas, Alabama. Take cover now. Did they just issue that one? Is there a new one? Let's take a look. Also, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. If you're talking about that tornado warning that we already have, that one's been there. And it looks like that's our only tornado warning we've got. But maybe Silas is in that area. Haven't seen that name. But this is going towards Toxie and Gilbertown, Paragon, Water Valley, Evansboro. And it does look like we just saw that rotation weaken a little bit. If you look at our previous scans, you can see much stronger with our green and red coming together. But now, definitely starting to lose that signature. Because the green is kind of fading away and it's just red. So that would mean that it's all going away from the radar and that rotation is weakening. But still remain in your safe place nonetheless. If you are in Evansboro, Alabama, in Emory, Alabama, they are fine. Matherville, Mississippi, it's safe to come out of your safe place now, but you may still see some rain. Water Valley needs to be aware of this threat in Alabama, so stay in your safe place. So does Paragon, Eiler, Okatuba, Melvin, and Gilbertown also needs to be aware of this if it continues to stay as it goes that way. But I believe this is moving northeast at 25 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour now. So we'll calculate our arrival times. 30. So, this will be in Evansboro in approximately 8 minutes. This rotation we're keeping an eye on. Melvin, 13 minutes. Eiler, 19, and Okatuba, also 19 minutes. It's not a population of 0 in these areas, so just ignore that. So we're watching that. That's the main threat. And this could be on the ground again soon, but I think we're losing that rotation. So we're gonna check back in on Dolphin Island and Bayou La Batre, where we have our rotation, which does look like it could be tightening a little bit. So, we're going to go back to our radar, where this red is going away from the radar in mobile, and the green is coming towards it. So right where the two meet, right around there. Oh, just a new update. That got really strong. They're clearly coming together. So we need to look out for that right in there. This will be on shore or on land soon. It's currently just off the coast. Off of Codin and Nelson, Alabama. So once again, this rotation, pretty strong. I'll draw a red arrow, which is where that red arrow shows the wind coming away from the radar with that red. And then the green arrow will show where you have that wind going towards. And right where the two meet, right in there, you've got that rotation. So we need to look out for the people in these areas. So if you know anybody here, please share the stream. I need to update our date really quick. Today's risk is marginal. Level 1 out of 5. And today's date is Friday, December 27th, 2020. Can you check the Mount Olive rotation? Sure. Do you know which state Mount Olive is in? Mississippi, Alabama, or where? I'm assuming Alabama. It might be that one we've been keeping an eye on. We'll look up Mount Olive. Mount Olive, Alabama, and Mississippi. There's two, but we'll go for Alabama. So that's north of Birmingham. Are you talking about the one north of Birmingham or one in Mississippi? Birmingham seems to be good right now. Just some rain off to the west. But if we look at the one in Mississippi, which may be where you're talking about, Mount Olive. And then let me just select a radar. Omega takes a minute with this sometimes. Yes, I think you're talking about this Mount Olive. We do have some rotation down to the south. Might be trying to form a hook over here, but I would not be too concerned about it for now. Since we have you here and you're keeping an eye on that, we'll keep our eye on here near Mount Pleasant. So, just a little bit of rotation at the moment, but we'll go back to our tornado warning. I want to check on that rotation again, see if it got any stronger or weakened. But if you are enjoying the coverage, please help me out by subscribing to the channel. It helps out a lot and it spreads this coverage to more people. So we're going to zoom in back over here, where it looks like we do still have our tornado warning, in fact. So that rotation might be trying to strengthen again. We're seeing more of that green again. So the green, we're going to go over this one more time. Green is going towards the radar. That's a really bad green. Green's going towards the radar. Red is going away from the radar. And where they meet, right over in here. Okay, we have a new tornado warning. I believe this will be for near where we have our special marine warning. No, it's not. Might be for Mount. It's for Wiggins, Mississippi. So just now, Wiggins, Mississippi, DeSoto National Forest, we now have a tornado warning that has been issued. We're going to switch radars. It's near Wiggins, yes. We've just found that. So, sorry for the laggy Radar Omega. It's a laggy software for me. That is significant rotation. I hadn't even seen this yet, but this is our main focus now. That's where that rotation is. You've got the red wind coming away and the green going towards. And where they meet, just trying to figure out where that possible tornado will be. That is where it is, right in there. Right there. So, I believe this is radar indicated tornado warning. We're going to take a look on radar scope. It'll tell us. Do you know how many total tornado warnings we've had today? I think this was the 3rd or 4th. I haven't been keeping track of it all day. I've been a little busy, but I think this has been 3 or 4. We had one down near Mobile, Alabama, and then that one. So we've had a few. So this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado base status at the moment. Oh, there goes the bat. So, once again, tornado warning for Wiggins, Mississippi, and DeSoto National Forest. We've got some strong rotation. So, we're going to keep an eye on it for you all. You can see that red going away from the radar and the green going towards, and where they meet is where that rotation is likely to be. Rotation is likely to... One near Dolphin Island is looking a little stronger. Yeah, we've been keeping an eye on that with the special weather statement that had a potential water spout, and as it comes onto land, we may see it become tornado warned. We had talked about that at the beginning of the stream. We'll take a look at it again. I think it'll go tornado warned any moment, if I'm being honest with you. Any minute now. It's coming onto land very soon. So, that rotation, definitely tightening. You can kind of see a little bit of hook on reflectivity. I wish there'd be a camera so we could see the water spout. That would be cool. Yeah, sometimes they have cyclone ports, but we're not really supposed to show them on stream. There is one over here near Gaudier, Mississippi, but I don't think we could see it from there, because sadly you can't rotate the cameras. But we'll look at it for a few seconds. It's really the chaser footage you're not supposed to look at. This isn't copyright, so we'll be fine. The chaser footage is. I don't think we'll be able to see the water spout from here, but we might as well check what's going on over there. Okay, there we go. So, looks like they're just having some cloudy skies there at the moment, where we've got that camera. So, sadly can't see it from there, but we'll move back to our tornado warning. Let's check correlation coefficient, just in case. Yeah, no debris at the moment, so we're okay. Hello, eGamer. Thanks for joining the stream. We're just watching a tornado warning in Wiggins, Mississippi. So, you can see, if you're wondering how this works, we've got the red colors are going away from the radar, and the green is going towards it. And right in the middle, where they meet, is where the clouds are spinning and trying to drop a tornado. So that's where the rotation would be. This stream is so good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So this is just south of Wiggins, Mississippi. If you're joining from Wiggins, White's Crossing, Big Level, India, Perkinston, 10 Mile, Perry, or southern Bond, Mississippi. All those areas needed to take cover. And De Soto National Forest, I believe it said. National Park, potentially. Black Creek Wilderness. This will narrowly miss you. Yeah, De Soto National Forest. So this is a really dangerous situation. I won't circle the diagram again of where we have it going towards and away from the radar, but that white circle is where our rotation is. So that is the main threat right now. I believe our other tornado warning was allowed to expire, so we don't need to be worried about that. Writing on computer is hard, but I hope it's clear that that says rotation. But if you're just tuning in, be sure to share the stream with people in these areas. Like the stream, because that gets it out to everybody, even if you don't know them. It just recommends it to more people, and subscribing to the channel will spread into the algorithm more. So all of that helps out, especially for the people who are impacted by this. So we're gonna watch that. It just went over the Highway 49, that rotation. And yesterday we did have a few tornadoes, but most people called it a bust. We didn't have that much going on. So, yeah. But now we need to keep an eye on this, and also some of you may be aware of what we have going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's a very dangerous situation for similar areas that we're covering today. So I'll show everybody what we have going on tomorrow. Tomorrow we're looking at, so today only a 2% tornado risk for these areas, but tomorrow in Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, 10% hatched tornado risk. So that means you may see an EF2 plus tornado in your area. So Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Monroe, Louisiana, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Alexandria, Louisiana. All of these areas are at extreme threats. New Orleans and Houston, Texas, Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, Shreveport also facing a risk. Not as great. We're going to be keeping an eye on Mississippi, extreme western Alabama, where we had that tornado warning earlier, in central and northern Louisiana. But going back to our tornado warning here, we've just had that rotation cross over Highway 49. It's right over here near India, Mississippi. I'll circle out on that side too. So that's what we're watching right now. So if you're just joining us, this rotation continues to stay with us just south of Wiggins and south of the 26th East Central Avenue in Mississippi. Looks like we just got a new subscriber, whoever it was. Thank you so much. It really helps out. This tornado is still just radar indicated, radar detected, significant rotation occurring in the clouds. And we're not sure how close it is to the ground yet, but it does have a little bit of a hook, I guess you could say. So we need to keep an eye on this. This is near big level now. Probably just crossing over India, and it went over Perkinston and missed 10 Mile just barely. So you need to be in your safe place. That means basement, lowest floor of a sturdy building. So storm shelter, really any of it. And if you don't have a basement, you need to go to the central room in your house, preferably like a bathroom or a closet where it has no windows or doors that lead to outside, in the center of your house on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Yesterday, we also had some tornadoes in Texas. So, we were keeping an eye on that. Not as bad as we were anticipating it to be, but tomorrow is going to be a very, very long day. Greetings from Louisiana. Greetings, and thank you for joining the stream. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Just so you know, since you are in Louisiana, we do have significant tornado threat tomorrow. A level 3 out of 5 risk may even be upgraded to a 4 out of 5. So if you're in any of these areas, that is a 10% hatched risk of seeing an EF2 plus tornado in your area. So that's central, and like north Louisiana. The whole state is under some sort of risk. Very southern is 2%, 5% for New Orleans. Alexandria is under that 10% hatch where we're watching. So we're going to keep an eye on it for you. I will be live this evening at 8 p.m. Central to discuss what we're looking at for tomorrow, because it is a really concerning setup. So, once again, if you're just joining us now, we've got this tornado warning still in effect near Wiggins, Mississippi. This rotation is just crossing over East Central Avenue. Right in there is where it's spinning. You can see one going that way and the other going that way. Thanks for the heads up. No problem. Hope we can keep you updated. And no pressure, but if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified tomorrow for any threats. We'll be live as much as I possibly can. So once again, we've got 2 tornado warnings, it looks like. One of those expires in 6 minutes, but I'll still update our overlay. 2 tornado warnings. Still 1 severe thunderstorm warning. So this is near White's Crossing, Mississippi now. This is not a confirmed tornado on the ground, but the radar is detecting enough rotation to the point where the National Weather Service and I believe Mobile, Alabama did issue a tornado warning. So, it's rotating right in here is where we're seeing that heaviest rotation. That's going like that. We'll go over the thing where how you can tell that it's rotation. This red is going away from the radar. Okay, can't go over that now. We've got a new tornado warning. So, let's update our counter and we're going to go over this. So this is an emergency alert. You have a new tornado warning. It's not that one. I believe it's near Dauphin, where we had... No, it's not. It is. So we called out this tornado warning. We had predicted it about 10 minutes before. This expires in 50 minutes. A radar-indicated tornado warning for Bella Fontaine, Bayou Labatter. Not too sure how to say that. Sorry. But this potential tornado located just off the shore. So we're keeping an eye on that. So, this tornado warning includes Deschamps, Alabama Port, Huron Bay, Coden, Nelson, So this is a dangerous situation. You need to take shelter in these areas. So tornado warning 4. So we're going to put this in chat. So it'll be near Alabama port in about 13 minutes, it looks like. So you can see this rotation just south of Bayou La Batre, if I'm saying that correctly, where we've got this red going away from the radar. And this green, on the other hand, is doing quite the opposite and going towards the radar. So the green is inbound, the red is outbound, and where they meet is where we have that rotation. The lag messed up my circle. So that little diagram should show you what's going on. There you go. So that's where we see this rotation. We need to keep an eye on this. It's an extremely dangerous situation that we've got going on right now as we speak. This is a dangerous situation, just coming on shore now. So this is near, this will be on the 188 soon. Wow, that is quite the hook echo on that one, crazy. Yeah, it's definitely hooking. We had mentioned that earlier. I hope everybody had a lot of lead time for this. I mentioned it about 10 to 15 minutes ago that it would be tornado warned as soon as it hits the shore. And there you go. So those of you here had some early warning. And that's always great. So it's rotating right in here. This is near Coden, Nelson, Alabama, San Souci Beach. Any minute now. You need to be in your safe space. So get in there. So it's certainly rotating. It's pretty strong rotation. I've got family in Pensacola. It's not a threat to them, is it? Too far west? Let's check. That's in Florida, correct? Yeah, it is in Florida. Too far west to be a threat to them. They're doing just fine right now. So they're okay right now. Tomorrow, let's check what risk they'll be under for tornadoes. So I got some bad news. They're not under the greatest tornado risk, but they're between the 2 and 5% tomorrow. But today, very slight risk for them. I'll keep that in mind and keep you updated for them. But we could see this go observed. I mean, I think it should be on the ground soon, based off how it's looking. Looks. I'll be watching for sure tomorrow. Okay, great. I'll be going live either as early as I can or when we start to see that severe start. I don't want to be live if we've got nothing going on because I need to save all the time for that. We're going to be live as long as we need to and then as long as I possibly can. We're going to be live as long as we need to and then as long as I possibly can.
Heading for State Street, Highway 188, Bellingrath Road, and Smith.
So, this is near State Route 188, just to the west, barely of Huron Bay. But Coden and Nelson, Alabama, you need to be in your safe place. This is near Hemley Road, Petruski Road, State Route 188, Rock Road, Satsuma Road. Literally right here coming onto the shore. Let's check the correlation coefficient. I don't imagine we would have debris yet, but this is probably very close to the ground. It's not good. So, we're watching some potential debris in all of those areas. Could be contaminated. We're not too sure yet. We'll have to wait for a few more radar scans. So this is an extremely dangerous situation. That rotation is really coming together. Bayou, Le Batre, Nelson, Sans Souci Beach, all of those areas need to seek shelter now for this tornado warning. Just making a quick video to alert people who can't be here live with us. So this is 4:33 p.m. Central. So that's really concerning right now. So we've got that video just alerting people out now, because this is a really dangerous situation. That rotation is really concerning me. It's just in there. So, again, red, away from the radar. Green, going towards the radar. So then, right over there is where we see that rotation. So just up in there is where that storm is really rotating. This, once again, take shelter in Bayou La Batre, Louisiana. Or Alabama, sorry. This is a extremely dangerous situation. Tornado potentially imminent. Not potentially imminent, it is. That tornado warning for Wiggins has expired. But there you go. Oh, thank you for whoever just subscribed. We are at 1,160 now. Let's go. 1.16k. Thanks for that. But getting back to our tornado warning. There we go. So, thanks for that milestone. Really appreciate it. But getting back to this tornado warning might be weakening a little bit in terms of circulation, but it's still pretty strong. Definitely still need that tornado warning out there. Today we're not having a tornado outbreak, but tomorrow very well may be. Just gonna go ahead and say that right now. I must warn you all of that. So, not a tornado on the ground at the moment, still radar indicated tornado warning. So, 0.75 inch hail. It's a radar indicated once again. That is our only tornado warning at the moment. So I need to change our counter down to 1. Today's date is Friday, December 27th. We have a day 1, level 1 out of 5. Marginal risk of severe weather. So, yeah. So, tornado warning for Bayou, La Batre, and South Orchard, Kiri, Wakra, Deschamps, Mont Louis, Faustina's, Smithport, Alabama Port, all these areas in Alabama are under a tornado warning. So, that tornado warning will expire in 34 minutes. That is at 5:15 p.m. Central, so you need to stay in your safe place in all of these areas. It's now on land. So, this is also going to impact Smithport, Sunny Cove, Bellefontaine. Also got a flash flood warning for Pritchard, Mobile, Alabama, University of South Alabama. All of those areas are included in this. Sorry for the loud typing. It just happens. We also have a special weather statement to the east of Meridian, Mississippi. If not too concerned about this one. Oh, that's the flash flood warning. They won't let me look at the other one. But not too worried about that storm. We're going to keep an eye on our tornado warning. Once again, for those of you just tuning in, today we have marginal risk of severe weather for portions of western and southwestern Alabama, the very west Florida panhandle, 2% tornado risk, and then eastern and southeastern Mississippi. So this is a tornado and wind risk for those areas. But our main threat is tomorrow, where we have an enhanced risk level 3 out of 5 severe weather, which I would not be surprised if it's upgraded to a moderate. So you can see on here, tornado risk 10% hatch. That's EF2 plus tornadoes possible, if not likely. So if we look at the summary and synopsis, a regional outbreak of severe storms with large hail, damaging winds, and strong tornadoes possible, which means EF2 plus, is possible Saturday into Sunday night, or Saturday into Saturday night, from East Texas across the lower Mississippi Valley into parts of the Tennessee Valley. Synopsis: mid-level flow is expected to rapidly amplify over the southern Conus Saturday, as several southern stream perturbations intensify as they move near the Gulf Coast. So there's that. And then we look at the end of the summary. Yeah. So dangerous tornadoes possible. Wind risk, again, 30%. Non-hatch risk at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes hatched. And then our hail risk, not too concerning. Only a level 2 out of 5 risk. But tomorrow, some people have mentioned that we might not be watching tornado risk so much tomorrow. But we are definitely watching the tornado risk tomorrow. In fact, it's our main threat, which is driving this enhanced risk, along with the wind, which is not hatched at the moment, though. So, going back here to our radar, this tornado warning continues to be in effect near Deschamps, Alabama Port, Huron Bay, Nelson, Coden, Bayou La Vatre, St. Elmo, which is north of there. But all those areas are under this tornado warning. We'll check on the rotation, the potential rotation. I'm not sure if there is. I'm just saying there may be over near Meridian, Mississippi. So we need this radar. Yeah, so not looking at rotation, mainly just some rain. You can see it's all red, so moving away from the radar. So no spin like we have down here. That rotation continues to stay with us. Just in there is where we would likely have that potential tornado and that strong rotation. That's where we're worried about. Strong rotation. That's where we're worried about.
There's not mod applications. We don't need any more mods anyway. We've got, actually, after this new 1,000 new viewers, we might actually consider mods. No, no, 75 subs away. Bet, William. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. You've been here for quite a while, and that's quite a bit. We are 73 subs away. What's going on, Jess?
So, Bayou, La Batre, Bellefontaine, all those areas, still watching this potential tornado.
So you are going to be included in that slight risk of severe weather there. So I will say, and I know I've said this for a lot of occasions, but you will actually have a big time damage and wind risk tomorrow. If we take a look at each of our map here and we kind of play things out, not only are you going to see a big time damage and wind risk, thank you, Sailor Moon, by the way, but you're also going to have a tornado risk out ahead of that thing, right? So by 6 p.m., we could be dealing with a few isolated tornadoes across central Alabama, and that kind of lasts through, say, 9, 10, 11, even midnight. And then after midnight, whenever the tornado threat ends, the wind threat kicks in. By 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you're seeing a lot of storms. So it's really an all-night thing tomorrow.
So, that rotation continues. The red moving away from the radar, the green going towards green inbound, red outbound. Just to the east of Bayou, La Batre.
Slight risk for tomorrow. Right now, you've got some thunderstorms in central South Virginia, very strong. Tomorrow, again, a wind threat and an isolated tornado threat at any time. Hold on, I want to see negative Reddit comments about me. I want to see how funny they are. Which one is long? Nah. That's crazy. Somebody just said nah. Let's see. There's my new YouTube channel. I just found. Let's see this. Repeat opens since June. Eddie recommended. He's brilliant. He's typically covering the low and events a lot when he can. Surprised Eddie ended 20 viewers right now.
Sorry for not much talking. Just
Hey, somebody put that they subscribe to the over.
watching this.
68 subs away. I still cannot. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around the fact that we have gained more subs today than I have in the past like 4 months combined. What footage of the tornado from Jones County is there?
So, this tornado warning will expire in 24 minutes. Still radar indicated. That rotation, kind of losing it. Still pretty strong.
I don't know. I guess I just Redditors decided to not have any subs. I actually don't think a lot of that's from Reddit because we were kind of popping off well before those post tornadoes.
So there's
I do think that some of the support is from Reddit, and I appreciate the folks that are posting about me, but I think a lot of that is actually just from the recommended tab, because people are saying, hey, I'm citing my recommended stuff like that. But either way, I appreciate all the support, man. I don't care where you're coming from. We are 65 subs away. We have had
Okay, there we go. So,
Courtesy of Levi.
that tornado, that warning is just continuing. We also have 0 severe thunderstorm warnings now.
And I just want to say thank you to everybody. Again, I appreciate everybody that's brand new here, but also especially thank you to everybody that's been watching for like a year, like Kevin and Sam and Random Text Guy and Mr. Storm and Levi and everybody that tunes in like pretty frequently. It's awesome. Again, you guys literally, it's just, even if I have, even if it is a general thunder risk day and I'm just sitting near the attic, you guys will tune in even the other stream. I appreciate it. And I actually, I pulled up today, my most commenters, my highest commenters, and a lot of people that I just mentioned are on there. So just a few statistics.
So once again, just a tornado warning down there. Should expire soon. That rotation really just lost a bunch of steam on that latest scan. But thank you all so much for watching. I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream. But we will start again if anything occurs. Closing in on 1 hour, just a minute away, but I will see you all in the next